Hello, my friends. Today is May the 3rd, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date. I do psychic readings and I do healing work. Look at any of my information at the bottom or around any of the sites that I'm putting this out on, and you can always connect me for internet. Uh, Services or for in-person services in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So this is a birth date reading to cover the year to follow. It's a 4 card pull. It will take approximately 7 to 10 minutes, so bear with me. The 4 cards are a general energy card, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. This is the general energy card of the year, and it is the kiss. And the kiss is that boy, that kiss is that touch, that sensual touch, that sensual exchange between you and another being or another energy or another person or another form that says you want to taste the sweetness that comes from a union, a mergence, a connection to them, with whatever it is. You know, the kiss is often holds a lot of uh, potential. It holds a lot of power. It's a sensual nerve ending sensation that feeds your whole body and can push your fears as much as it pushes your anticipation and your inspiration and your joy and your connection. So it has many levels of awarenesses that can be brought to it. So this is a year where you might kiss taste the kiss of things or beings or people that you want to further something with, and that is going to be up to I think your challenge and up to your action to take to see what specifically that is. But this is about uh, when you taste something and you want to go further with it. Do you feel worthy of being in that, or do you feel unworthy? Are you stopping yourself because you're afraid of who you are underneath that you don't want somebody to see, or are you going forward and trusting that, well, maybe this is the part of the work that I need to do to come into balance with myself, or are you just gung ho flinging yourself at everything that tastes good, everything that has a kiss that excites you? In which case, you might be, falling into some kind of trap for yourself, some kind of addiction or obsession or hold that may not help you along the way until you can get through it. But sometimes those things are necessary at the same time. We all have lessons to learn. We all have things to undergo. We all have paths to keep clearing out the bad experiences, the negative experiences, and keep finding our worth and keep finding our power again. So the kiss is really about that magic that exists between you and something or someone else that says, "Oh, I want to go further. Ooh, I'm afraid to go further. Ooh, I want to dive into this taste, this succulence, this connection, this sacred meeting between something." And maybe it's just a physical meeting, is a sensual meeting that's on the physical level and has nothing to do with the sacred. But honestly, it almost always does, and it's always about seeking something uh, beyond ourselves, which is a sacred meeting. Everything that we meet and we draw to us and we hold on to has, a sense of wanting it to be sacred, has a sense of wanting us to be, in love with ourselves and in taste of good taste with ourselves and in great connection with ourselves. But they often also pull up all the old fears and judgments and pains and guilts and shames and things that we hide and things that we box away, and issues of abandonment. So the kiss is really fraught with power and fraught with question, and on some level fraught with danger. So you get to look at that in particular in regard to this is your challenge, 3 of Cups. Well, Three of Cups is all about, childlike innocence, playfulness, pleasure, joy, family, friendships, relating on simple everyday levels. Look, they're playing a game, a kid's game, around the table. They're enjoying each other's being together. They're enjoying the process. They're enjoying the sharing. That's your challenge. Someone or something out there is saying, I want you to play with me. I want you to be more childlike with me. I want you to be more in love and honor and more in your emotions and in your essences and in your joys and in your pleasures and in your emotional connections. The cups are all about emotional connections. Your intuition, the things that you like the taste of. Here's that kiss. The things that you don't like the taste of, that you push away. The cleansing that comes from healing old problems and old wounds that we hold inside of us that don't get any water and don't get any juice and don't get any air and don't get any availability to heal. So on some level, something is stopping you from being intimate. And what is that? Is that a fear of showing yourself? A fear of showing something that you don't like about yourself? A fear that you're only going to be abandoned uh, along the way, so you might as well abandon the possibility of being with somebody, even if this is just a friendship. Why aren't you allowing yourself to show yourself to a friend, to be, a possible connection of joy and support and camaraderie along the way? What is stopping you from loving yourself, and what is stopping you from loving yourself with someone else and sharing those parts of yourself that really want to play, but also those parts of you that really are afraid and scared and can come out and be more welcomed in a more playful and gentle and loving setting. Now again, Three of Cups can be about, something that you like the taste of that is really not necessarily it might give you pleasure for a second, but it is going to be something that eats you alive along the way. So you have to make that choice of, is this a good thing I'm entering into, even though it scares me, or is this something that could lead me down the road to something that really traps me in a place that I don't want to be trapped? So the more open-eyed you can be about this, and the more willing you can be about this to go forward in something and to taste the sacred again, I think the better off you're going to be, because this is the action that you can take to stay in balance. The snake is, on a lot of levels, it's about, changing poisons into usability. So your old wounds, your old pains, your old senses of abandonment, your old senses of fear of showing yourself, it's about allowing those things to be changed into something positive. So getting rid of the poisons in your system. It's also about snakes shed skins. And shedding of a skin means you've outgrown something and you're leaving it behind so that you can move on and create a new life. It might make you vulnerable for a second until you grow your new skin and you figure out who you are in the process, as you've let go of something that once defined you and no longer defines you. So it's about shedding skins, and I think that's primarily what this whole reading is about, is shedding the skins of feeling like you're not worthy, shedding the skins of feeling like you're going to be abandoned, so you might as well not try. It's shedding the skins of feeling like you have nothing to offer, or what you have to offer might feel negative to someone else, or not interesting to someone else. But you're only going to know that by not deserting yourself. You're only going to know that by not kissing yourself. You have to kiss yourself. You have to taste the sweetness of yourself and trust and allow that you have something sweet to offer back. And you have something that will benefit someone else back, or something else. Maybe it's an organization. Maybe it's it's a friendship. Maybe it's a love relationship. Maybe it's a relationship, deepening in your family. Whatever your family is, whoever they are that you wish to be supported by, and that is the cosmic path of becoming yourself, becoming your truth, and allowing allowing the waters of events and relationships to be in your bowl and you taking part of them and holding them all as sacred. This is a sacred endeavor that you're going through this year. This is a sacred initiation into finding love for yourself again and finding honoring for yourself again and recognizing that the kiss of something magical and sweet and pleasurable and relating with someone else is available to you, and you are not less than, and you are worthy, and you can have the dream that you have underneath you come alive through the kiss, whatever that kiss is. So blessed be, may you kiss the frogs that become your princes or princesses, and see if the fairy tale actually can come true for you. But along the way you're gonna have to do healing work, and that's really what the fairy tale is about. You have to keep doing your healing work and facing your pains and facing your dragons and facing the black knights in your own soul, and facing those things that come to eat your kingdom and queendom, and those things that come to devour the peasantry that you want to help. It's kind of it's got a lot of wonderful metaphors for looking for that sacred kiss of beingness that is available to you this year if you allow yourself. Oh.